What's up, YTPC? Uncle Willie coming to you on this hump day from the coop. Smoking my Iacono Flamingo. This has the night rustication on it. Yes, the Night 21. I think it's shape 21, which is a Flamingo. That's what they call it out on their site. I saw it, when I saw it a couple years ago, I just thought that it was rather unique looking. So I purchased it. And little did I know, at the time I didn't know a lot. I bought a very nice pipe. And it wasn't, I mean, it was expensive at the time because it was when I was first starting to buy different, more upgraded type pipes other than Corncob and Dr. Grabo, which I say Grabo. And I know if you call them, when they answer their phone, they say something like, "Good afternoon, Dr. Grabo, how can I help you?" Still Grabo to me. They say, "It's not Grabo, we don't have a Y in our name." I'll say, "Why not?" I pronounce it with one. So on this wonderful hump day, I am smoking some Sam Galwith Brown number 4. And again, I just wanted to do a little reading on it, because that's what I do sometimes. No, let's face it, that's what I do a lot of times. I read a part on tobacco reviews that I've never read before. One thing that I was shocked about when I first looked up this tobacco on tobacco reviews, Jim Ink's description wasn't the first one at the top. It was somebody like Erdemus or Ornament, something wild. Wild wasn't in the title. It was like Erminus, something like that. Jim Ink's review was second, which his was from 2014, and Ernemus guy was from 2009. But at the top of the page, before you get to the reviews, it states, "Despite all the belief contrary to what you've heard, Brown, Sam Galwith Brown number 4 contains no cigar leaf. Even though it has a smoky cigar-esque quality and flavor and aroma, it is all a dark air fire cured Virginia." Bam. That's it. Simple, straight to the point. My head almost exploded. I've been promoting this ever since I got it, about it having cigar leaf in it. Well, straight from the Sam Galwith representative, no. If you go on Smoking Pipes, and read their review, their description, it says components: Virginia, dark fired Kentucky, and cigar leaf. Family, Virginia. Hey, boy, did that bust my bubble when I read this, the Sam Gowith representative say that there was no cigar leaf in it. I never tasted cigar leaf in it at all anyway, but I do get the cigar-esque quality smoke, with it being a thick, chewy mouthful. You can feel the smoke in your mouth, where some other lighter blends wouldn't be as strong and leathery like a cigar would be. And this, I actually get the cigar-esque smoke. No flavors, no taste. Just a thick, creamy, chewy smoke from it being cigar leaf and one of the components. Well, now it just comes from it being dark air fired cured Virginia only. This is what it looks like. This is just a little chunk, obviously, but it's some of the thickest rope, bigger than the bowl. It won't fit in there without pushing it. This is some of the thickest rope tobacco I've had. Brown Bogey is damn near half that size in diameter. Then the Brown Irish Twist is a little bit bigger than the Brown Bogey, but it's still not as thick as that. So yeah, despite what you read and what they say, according to Sam Gowith, this has no cigar leaf in it. All the flavors come from the way they dark air fired the leaf, curing it. I did a video already and I didn't like it, and that video was 20 minutes long. I'm down about halfway on this bowl, and I have not had to use a pipe cleaner yet. It's moist, just like rope. And the only drying time it got is when I was preparing it. And I cut these coins up a little thicker than usual, and then I sit there and broke them all up and rubbed them out. I'm getting no gurgle, which this pipe will gurgle at times, depending on the tobacco. And with this being so far, I haven't had any gurgle coming from it. It does require a few relights, which I'm okay with that. As y'all know, I'm a firm believer that with every relight, you're boiling the essential oils in there to kick it in that butt, to give it the flavor to go through everything. So next, I want to show you something. Some social media platforms call today Wheel Gun Wednesday. So like Cobb Tuesday, that I did not participate in, and Wheel Gun Wednesday that I don't participate every week because I only have one wheel gun. And I'd like to show that to you now. If any of you are familiar with Jerry Michalek, he holds an unlimited amount of world championships, revolver and rifle and pistol platforms. He's won medals and who knows how much money over the last 40 some years of his career. He's still active in the shooting, competition shooting area. So he designed this gun, and it's a revolver, 6-shot revolver, 45 caliber ACP. It will take 45 caliber long Colt, some. So here's what the gun looks like. Yeah, she's a hoss. Wood grips, Jerry Michalek initials. They feel good. The only thing is, if you're not Jerry Michalek, when you shoot this, it will ride out of your hand. You got to keep adjusting your grip as you shoot it a couple times because of it being the slick wood grips, and they are beautiful grips. I mean, it came with a set of Smith & Wesson black Packmeyer grips. See if I can get this up here, give you an idea. So that way when you grab it, you got more control over the weapon, and it'll hold in your hand, and it won't adjust itself. But she does have some power. It's a 45. So yeah, it's empty. Some things you don't want to do, that's one of the things. People get in the habit of doing that and then slamming. Never do that. It'll throw your cylinder out of time. It'll affect the shooting ability of it over a period of time if you keep doing that. Spinning it once in a while, that's fine. Just don't take it and go like you see them do it on TV, and then flip it in there real quick, like, you know. Look how easy it goes back in. It's there. So Jerry Michalek won a he set a world record with this gun, a 625. It's a K-frame. This is the biggest frame revolver that Smith & Wesson makes. It's a K-frame. It's got his initials on the gun as well. And of course, the lightning bolts. I love lightning bolts. He set a record with this gun in a little competition thing they were doing. He just did this on his own. He shot 12 rounds out of this revolver in less than 4 seconds. All on target. The target wasn't that far away, but that doesn't matter. The fact that he shot 12 rounds in under 4 seconds, that's what matters. That's where the world record was set by Jerry Michalek with shooting a 45 ACP revolver. Now, what to do? This doesn't take bullets one by one. You have to use a moon clip with this gun. Moon clip is this little star shaped snowflake looking thing, and you can see how the bullets would fit in there. They make a loader for it, but I choose to load them by hand because, I mean, I've got like 28 or 30 moon clips. Actually, I think I got 32. I load those up, and I'll load them at home. If I'm gonna go shooting this gun, say next week, I'll start loading them because they hurt your fingers if you don't have a loader. Because you gotta be careful the way you push it down on the table and load it, because they are such a thin material that you can bend it. And once you bend it, it's no good. So Jerry Michalek, out of a holster, he has a belt that has these little cylinders that stick up, and the moon clips will sit on there like this. He puts them this way, so once he shoots, this is really, really fast and intense the way he does it. After he shoots his 6 rounds, he pushes the release, kicks it open with this hand, ejects it as he's pulling this out of his belt, and then he throws it, bam, 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 and 6 more shots. It ejects all 6 rounds at one time, being on a moon clip. Now, I bought these tools off Amazon. It's called a demooner. It goes in there like that, and it flips your shell right out. That's simple. The reason you have to use a moon clip is when you put these shells in there and you go to eject them. Let me get this where you can see it. It won't catch the shell. It won't catch the brass and eject it. The reason being is an ACP, automatic caliber projectile, is what ACP stands for. With the ACP, the rim is the same diameter as the brass, as the casing. That is that is for a semi-automatic pistol. When it shoots, it'll grip, kick it out, load the next one into the chamber. That's why it has that rim around it to catch it and pull it out. Jerry Michalek wanted a 45 ACP revolver. Other guns like 9mm revolvers use moon clips. 32 ACP, 380 ACP revolvers, they use moon clips because this being the same size. And I just showed you that it won't grab it and kick it out. So once you shoot it it will shoot some. It might not shoot all 6 rounds without a moon clip because of the way it can move and it don't stay in place. And your hammer, the firing pin, See how it has no firing pin like the old revolvers? It's relying on the firing pin that's inside. So when you kick this down and it hits that firing pin, it might not go in far enough to hit the primer of the ACP and kick it through the barrel. So you have to have a moon clip in order to operate these pistols that are ACP. A regular 38 snub nose, it doesn't have the rim like this. It has a full brass like a rifle shell, that the rim is bigger than the casing, so you can eject it with the pin. It'll grab that and pull it out. Or these, they won't, because they're the same diameter all the way through, as I just showed you. This gun was made in 2015, and here's the test shell that they used for the pre-firing to make sure the gun worked. They shot this, and the guy that shot it, he signs the paper with all the information on it. There's the date of manufacture. He seals the back and puts his initials on that. So you get this has got all the information on it. The serial number, the make, model. This just says 625, but it's a 625-8. And I don't know if I told you at the beginning, but the -8 means it's been upgraded 8 times from the original manufacture date of the 625. The 625 is a K-frame, which is the biggest revolver frame that Smith & Wesson makes. Hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, that's what I got for today. So remember, like I said, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And with that being said, until next time, you know what to do. Stuff them and puff them.